welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Nicole from my Pandora Charmed Life. Today's video is going to be a video about all my favorite things in October, primarily about jewelry, a couple beauty products, and we have a couple adventures to share with you as well. Starting with adventures, my favorite thing that I did at the beginning of October was going to the International Balloon Fiesta, and I'll include some clips of watching the balloons go up. We went twice, we went 2 mornings, and unfortunately the wind was too crazy that the balloons weren't able to fly. On one day they were able to go up, and on the last day it was they didn't even inflate the balloons, which was a huge bummer, but it's super fun. A lot goes into getting to the balloon fiesta early in the morning. One includes waking up really early. We're talking about 3:30. You want to start heading to the balloon fiesta by like 5 a.m. So Presley would be super bundled up, take her half asleep, and she had so much fun. The other thing is it's really cold, so you have to wear like layers and layers of clothes because as the sun rises, then it kind of gets kind of warm. Hope you enjoyed some of those clips. That was just a super fun adventure that I hope I can do every year. My second favorite adventure in October was at the end of the month, and it was going to see Wicked with my mom and my sister. This is the first time I'd ever seen this play. I absolutely loved it. Like, I love the Wicked Witch of the West. She's just so cool. I hadn't even read the book. I knew a little bit about what it was kind of gonna be about, but I didn't really want to know much more, so I went in just kind of with no expectations, and I loved it. Which leads us to my favorite bangle of the month, which was my Wicked themed bangle that I made. I'm wearing it today because I'm also wearing, if you can see, my shirt that I got. So we unfortunately went like the last day, and all of their like really cool shirts and sweaters and hoodies were sold out. Well, they just weren't available in my size, so that's a bummer, but I got this really cute shirt. Get a closer look at this bracelet. You may have seen it in my Halloween inspired bracelets, but you have a witch in the middle, and that obviously is representing the Wicked Witch of the West, or Elphaba. And you can see that she's flying on a little broom too, so I thought that was perfect. I have purple on here because purple is a color that often represents witches and or Halloween, so that's on there. And then I rounded these out with my favorite Muranos. Well, I shouldn't say favorite Muranos. They are one of my favorite Disney Muranos. They're Tinkerbells, but they go with just about anything that needs a little splash of green. And we've often talked about how the Disney signature Muranos glow in the dark, but I haven't ever showed you. So I'm going to include a couple of clips here. One is a little bit of a video to show how it glows in the dark, but the video just wasn't capturing like the brightness of it, so I took a picture of it, and the picture really represents what these Muranos look like when they glow. My Wicked bangle was by far my favorite bangle in all of October. Switching gears for a minute, let's talk a little bit about beauty products. And one of my favorite beauty products this month was the Urban Decay Naked Cherry palette that just came out. So in my last video, I talked about how I brought back out my Naked 2 palette. And have you guys ever done this thing where you talk about something or you Google something and then all of a sudden it's showing up on your ad feed in Instagram or Facebook? Yeah, happens, doesn't it? Well, it happened to me, and this kept popping up, and I just thought the colors in this palette were so pretty, and I hadn't ever really done like more of those cherry shades for eyeshadow, so I thought, hey, I love this. I love Urban Decay eyeshadow. I like the packaging, not that that should matter at all, but I liked it, and I liked the color, so I ended up ordering it, and I absolutely love it. This actually inspired me to bust out all of my Naked palettes, and I've been using a few of them, but this was like my go-to for the month of October. Just to round out the beauty products, my next favorite beauty product, you guys may have seen in my FabFitFun unboxing, was the Beauty Blender. I'd never ever used a Beauty Blender. I would either use like my fingers or the makeup brushes to put on my foundation, and I love this. So I used it recently, so it's still kind of big. But here's like the original packaging of it. And let me tell you why I like it. One, I like that you can put on your foundation, your blush, and your translucent finishing powder all with one little utensil. And then you just wash it and go. And they last like 3 months. So I really like it. I had Presley wash it, so she kind of destroyed this one a little bit, but it's still usable. And I'm so excited that FabFitFun sent me this in their box, because now I'm like, I will always use a beauty blender to apply my makeup. Now let's get into the jewelry of things. My favorite rings were this ring stack right here, and I wore them on my middle finger. It is the Grand Marquis stacked with the Enchanted Crown Pandora rose ring. I had been looking for a partner to stack this ring with for so long. This ring is beautiful, but I've seen some really good stackings that people have done on Instagram, and like, I really want to stack this ring. The Pandora's like advertisements or their marketing, they actually had these rings stacked against each other, like one facing up, one facing down, and I thought that was really pretty too. But I wanted to be a little bit more unique, so I discovered the Grand Marquis ring. It's really pretty, and I think it just like looks really good stacked together. What do you think? Do you like it? I absolutely love it. For my favorite pendant or necklace, it has to be the Lucky Dragonfly. I love this pendant, you guys. Emily has had it for a while. Emily at Fashion Storyteller, I know you guys know her. She's obviously a big influencer of mine because I feel like she's always influencing me to buy something. But this pendant is so beautiful, and I almost forgot how much I loved dragonflies until I moved back to the desert where we actually have a lot of dragonflies. And I don't know, watching my little puppy like kind of chase one and try to eat it. Oh no, I didn't let him eat it, but he tried. It's just kind of cool. And then it's such a like standout piece. Like if you just wear this by itself, it just really stands out. Presley, you're silly. So this dragonfly is such a standout that when we went to go to the doctor's, the doctor walked in and noticed this pendant like just on, and that was like the first thing he said before like checking in on anything. He's like, where'd you get that dragonfly pendant? So stands out, very noticeable. It's a beautiful piece. If you're a Pandora collector and you like the necklaces or pendants, this is probably the best one that they've ever made. So it's probably not just my October favorite, it's probably gonna be like my forever favorite. Now we gotta get into the favorite bracelets of the month, and one of my favorite moments bracelets of the month was my All the Beautiful Things bracelet. You may have seen my video where I just went through all the pieces on it. If you haven't, check it out. It's like probably one of my favorite videos and one of my favorite bracelets I've put together. But I was able to acquire some of the final pieces of this bracelet, and one would be the Princess and the Pea charm. So that is one of my favorite Pandora acquisitions this month, along with the Rose Garden charm. So these two are the final pieces to bring this bracelet together, and I have just loved it, and I've worn it a ton of times. So favorite moments bracelet of the month. Okay, maybe I'm cheating a little bit because I kind of had two favorite moments bracelets, but I also started wearing my YouTube goals bracelet quite often. Once I added the second charm, when we hit the 4,000 subscribers, I started wearing it a lot. And right now it has the camera charm on there too, because we just hit 4,500 subscribers. Thank you so much. And Elena, your charm is on its way. Our winner was from the US, so congratulations to her. Can't wait for her to get the camera charm. She has a really cool travel bracelet that she started in Europe that she's gonna put it on. So it's gonna be so cool to see the picture when she sends it to me. Congratulations again, and thank you for watching. I often stacked this bracelet a ton, so my second favorite moments bracelet of the month. Okay, so I talked about a couple of my favorite charms that I got in October, but my favorite thing I got from October from the store was this gift with purchase jewelry box. I bought it when I got the Reflections bracelet, and the Reflections bracelet is not one of my favorites in October because while I like it, It's not really like my jam. Like, I wear it a few times, but I'm glad I have one, and I'll add a couple more little charms to it to make it a little bit more special, but my heart belongs to Moments bracelet. So sorry, Reflections, I gave you a try. I'm not sad I have you, but you weren't my favorite purchase in October. But being able to get this little jewelry box was one of my favorite things, because I think Pandora needs to come out with more jewelry boxes. Do you agree? If you agree, hit the thumbs up, comment below. See, Pandora, make more sturdy jewelry boxes. We'd love to have them. Okay. Hopefully they'll never watch this, but maybe they will. You never know. Somebody forward it to them. Share them. Say, hey, watch this. We want jewelry boxes.
Yeah, you know I do.
Even Presley does. Okay, so my final favorite thing I got in October was this Elvis sketch or drawing, or painting, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, all of the above, from my brother-in-law. He does amazing artwork. You guys may have seen my wall art that he did for me that has like my favorite Pandora charms, but I also have an affinity for Elvis Presley. If you haven't noticed, my daughter's name is Presley, so very likely this had a little bit of inspiration for her name, but I just love the detail that he did on this drawing. It's really awesome. It says "Don't Be Cruel," which is one of my favorite Elvis songs, and I'm just so happy I have it. It's probably going to be like a background prop in a lot of my videos. So thank you, Mike, for getting this done for me. I think it came out awesome. So those are all of my favorites for October. I hope you enjoyed them. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up if you didn't already, because we want Pandora to bring back jewelry boxes. And would love to hear from you. Would love to see what did you think, what was your favorite out of my October favorites. And again, thank you guys so much for your support. It's so cool to see my channel grow and continuing to build my YouTube goals bracelet. Thank you so, so, so much. If you're not already subscribed, I'm going to ask you to consider hitting that little subscribe button, because I find it really interesting. YouTube will give you some analytics, and 72% of my views come from people not subscribed. So if that's you, hit the subscribe button. Help me out. I have my gigantic dreams to hit 100,000 subscribers. I have a long way to go. I think we're tracking to like 18 years at this point. But if you would like to help me get there a little bit faster, and you like coming to my channel, hit the subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. And hit the little notification bell. That way you're notified whenever I post my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you next time.